logo rankings video. I love doing these, and it looks like you guys love these as well. I loved all the comments, loved all the likes, and loved the suggestions. And today, I'm gonna be doing one of your suggestions for the logo rankings. Guys, every time I put out one of these logo rankings videos, I want you guys to go down there into the comment section below and not only put together your list and your rankings of all these logos, I want you to comment what you think this should be the next video. We've already done videos like the NBA logos, NFL, NRL, AFL, and the last one we did was the Super Rugby. And obviously today, guys, as you saw in the title, we are doing the Super League rankings. Now, if you don't know what the Super League is, basically it's the NRL version in England. It's the top tier in England for rugby league, and the style of these logos is very different to what we're used to. So I'm really looking forward to seeing where we rate them, because it is a bit how you going, son. It is a bit how you going with these. Some are pretty average and some are really good. There is a big difference. There is a polar difference in the Super League for some reason. But enough talking here, you know. Let's get straight into the video and let's rank all Super League logos from 12 all the way down to number 1. Just before we get into the video, guys, these aren't biased. These are literally based on the logo itself. Nothing to do with the team, nothing to do with the area, nothing to do with anything besides literally the logo. And the logo. Just the logo. So if you have any complaints, guess where you go? You go to the comment section, son, because guess what? This is my video, and guess what? These are my opinions. So guess what? Your opinions go down there. But in saying that, my opinion's pretty damn good, okay, listener? Number 12. Welcome to the party, my friend. You have come in dead last. Yep, there has to be a last place team. There has to be a dead smackaroon 12th place. And look, unfortunately, you know, no one wants that to be their team. But it has to go to Wakefield Trinity, man. It just has to. Look, there's just nothing really there. I guess like an English-style logo, but I'm sorry, I'm sorry, but it's just not the logo you should be looking for. It just doesn't show any imagination. You know, there's no imagination here. There's no real any style with the wording like the Wakefield Trinity. It's just as simple comes. It's a shield. It's a shield. Let's move on to the next one. Number 11, not moving up too much because it's second last, but the main thing that you take out of this is that you didn't come last. We've got Hull FC. Now this is pretty similar. This is pretty similar to what we've just gone over. It's not imaginative, it's, you know, it's Crown, Game of Thrones. If it's Game of Thrones style, then they were thinking ahead of the times, and bingo, this should be number 1. But I'm going to take a leap of faith here and say this wasn't based on Game of Thrones. They don't want Daenerys on the throne, and nobody else does either. And we're back. That was Game of Thrones. Yeah. That was out of control. But it's more interesting than this logo. It's just gold, got crowns, Hull FC, established in well before I was born, shield, you know, 3 crowns, woo! Woo! Number 10, and why is these all the same? Hull Kingston Rovers. Why are we all the same here? What's going on? What's going on? The only reason that I've rated this above the others is the fact that, you know, it's all kept within the shield. Hull Kingston Rovers is in different areas. A shield within a shield. Dynamic. But what's this thing with this 3 crowns thing? They're actually pretty cool crowns, but it's really basic. It's really basic, and I feel like, well, what are they gonna do with it? You know, I don't know anything about Hull Kingston Rovers. I don't know their history. I don't know anything about any of these teams really. All I can judge off is literally the look of the logo, and the logo is pretty basic, man. I really hope these improve because at the moment, they're just not creative at all, man. Number 9, and we're finally getting to something that is starting to resemble some form of creativity. St. Helens. Yeah, look, there's something going on here. You know, there's actually something different in this logo. It's a shield. I don't actually mind this logo for itself because, you know, it does have those black stripes on the inside of the red shield. They're kind of trying to go for a half of a rugby ball kind of style. If they did that, that's actually pretty cool. The more I look at it, the more I think they've tried to put like a rugby ball inside the shield, and that's actually really cool. St. Helens RFC, removed that. Literally, that writing issue is pathetic. But the SH down the bottom is cool, man. You know, intertwining with each other. The more I look at it, the more I like this one, but the other logos ahead of this, so they really do pick it up. They really do pick it up. So I like this logo, but unfortunately, the other ones just are a bit better. Number 8! 8, and we've got the Castleford Tigers. Now, these guys should feel unlucky. The only reason that this isn't higher is because I feel like it looks very clip arty. I feel like the Tiger could have been done a lot more aggressive. It feels really cartoony. Like I said, it feels like it was done on clip art, which isn't an insult, it's just the style they've gone for. I love how it is fierce and aggressive, but I just feel that cartoony vibe takes away from it for me. The Castleford Tigers, obviously, that is literally the most basic of basic wording, but it is cool how it goes around the tiger. Teeth are cool. It's just too clip-arty for me. Clip-arty? That's a new word. Nothing wrong with that. It's just the style they've chosen to go for. I'm not a big fan of it. I love Tiger logos. I'm pretty sure I put the Tigers, the West Tigers, as #1 in rugby league in the NRL. I'm pretty sure. But unfortunately, I just feel like they've missed a trick in this one over in Super League. #7, and you can tell what I meant now by the fact that there is literally contrasting styles in regards to these logos. Like, some were basic, and these ones, like the lead rhinos, you can start to see there was a lot more thought. The main thing that I like in this logo is they do this logo very similar to how I do writing style on my thumbnails. Specifically referencing the rhinos, you know how it's got the backdrop where it literally brings it out. It's kind of like a 3D feel to it. The leads up the top, even though it is basic writing, it is still highlighted. It still looks really cool at top. It looks very, you know, bold. It doesn't look bold, but it looks dominant up the top in that extra little shield by itself. And the fact of the matter is, the reason why I like this logo so much is actually the writing style of rhinos. It's not so much the rhino. The rhino is cool, and I do love how it's coming out to the shield. You guys know I love that when they come out of the shield. It looks very dynamic. It looks separate but together at the same time. Weird, but I am weird, so, you know, take it as it is. When a rhinoceros is angry, it's like steam that comes out, and I don't know, man, I don't know, but you know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? I love when they emphasize that their mascot, what they represent their team as, is angry. And that's what I get about this, you know? The rhino is angry, it's aggressive, and it's going to charge you with its horn. #6, and we are starting to get there, son. The Salford Red Devils, there's enough going on without there being too much going on. This shield just looks cool, you know? It is dynamic. There's so much going on there, and it feels like they're just chucking everything that represents them into their logo, which is the best thing to do, you know what I mean? The whole Red Devils thing, you know, I don't know why they wouldn't have something to do with a red devil on there, unless that's not meant to mean that, but I would have thought they would chuck on a red devil of some sort. It's simple, but not simple, because there's a lot going on, but it's effective, and I get the feel from looking at the logo that everything on that logo resembles the team. #5, and we're getting to the big dogs now, guys. We've got the Wigan Warriors. I'll tell you what, whenever I see that bottom one with, like, you know, the banner, it reminds me of, like, back in the day when I was at primary school, where I'd use that banner for everything in, like, you know, the slideshows or Paint, or like on Microsoft Word, where you do the banner and you put the wording inside it. That's what that reminds me of. I know that's not what's meant to remind you of, but it does. I actually just think this represents really well, you know, the castles there inside the shield, and that's the thing, guys, that's what I was saying before. There's two polar different types. You know, you can go for the basic and you can be rated last, you can not care about your logo, really. Or you can do something like this that incorporate everything else that really makes the shield pop, you know, with the castle, you know, with the king on top. Are they two lions on the side? Not too sure. Hope they're lions. Probably aren't lions. Hope they're lions. Look like lions. Gonna go with lions. Ancient and loyal, really historical, and I just can't get enough of this one. It is kind of basic in a way, because you feel like they've just kind of chucked together all the olden day representatives. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? It just feels like there's everything. There's everything that represents the medieval times in this. Next minute, you're gonna see dragons. No, we're not talking about Game of Thrones again. We're not talking about Game of Thrones again. I'm just saying, dragons. Well, are they dragons? Hey, are they the dragons on the side? Comment below. #4 just missed out on a top 3 spot, but #4 is not something to complain about, my friend. #4, we've got the Warrington Wolves. This logo is cool, man. The wolf is looking threatening. The wolf is looking dynamic, because it doesn't look like the wolf is actually on the shield. It looks like it's coming out of the shield, and that like its body is behind or inside the shield. It's like coming out at you. It's very 3D like, but I don't know if it's even meant to be 3D like. I think that's meant to simply be like it's on the shield. Eyes sharp. The way the fur is done, like the body hair is done on the wolf, is very sharp. It's very coming at you as well. That is a banger. That is a banger. The more you look at it as well, the more of a banger it comes. Woohoo! #3, son. #3. We're the big dogs, son. And when I say big dogs, I'm literally talking big dogs. Like, I'm talking giants. I'm talking Huddersfield Giants. Birthplace of rugby league. Is this true? Was Huddersfield the birthplace of rugby league? Because if not, that's false advertising. Are they trying to say that, you know, they are the real place of rugby league? Or are they actually genuinely just pointing out the fact that that was where rugby league started? Outside of that, there's nothing really that you can turn down about this logo. The way the wording is, you know, it's very bang in your face. Literally everything to do with this logo is phenomenal. Literally everything to do with this logo is phenomenal. I feel like it probably could be higher, but it was very difficult. These top three were very difficult to decide the differences. Very, very difficult. The giant is looking menacing. Things on the side, are they like the top, the roofing of the stadium? Because that is it. That is actually really cool. That's really cool how they've incorporated their stadium into their logo. I'm a big fan of the two Vs. You know, the two Vs with the two different colors that segregate from the giants, and it puts everything into place with those two defined Vs. So it's literally everything of this is connected to each other. Everything is connected to each other. The more you look at it, the more you realize there's usually like the V-neck. That's how the jersey is. And this is just a mad logo, man. This is a mad logo. I really love this one. Number 2. We've got the Catalan Dragons. How awesome is this logo? Like I said, these top three are very hard to differentiate. All these three logos at the top could have been put in first or could have been put in third. It's just as simple as that. But the reason why I've got the Dragons here in second is the definition. The fact that the fire is just burning. It's coming out of the logo. The way the logo is designed is if the dragon is coming outside, it's like it's peeking outside of the logo. And bloody Dracarys, you know? It's just fired up, it's firing everybody, and it's not taking any prisoners, son. You're getting burnt alive. Dracarys. This logo actually feels very Chinese to me. Back in historical days, I believe they believed in them. The fact of the matter is that this logo seems like a very Chinese style logo, which is strange because this is obviously France. This logo is just really cool, and the more you look at the dragon, there's more detail that you see on it. It's a really awesome logo. We got there, baby. We got there yet again, my friends. Let's give ourselves a clap. Let's give ourselves a pat in the back. Well, you're there, give us a bit of a massage, actually. In number 1, we've got the London Broncos. This one sets the bar high. The way that this logo is done is completely separate to how most logos around the world are done. This logo is just so different. It's metallic. The way that the shield is done with the mane is just cool. The shield incorporates the mane into it. The shield incorporates the horse head into it. The way the Broncos is written is bold, it's dominant, it's outside the logo itself, so it's not actually connected. It's fantastic. It seems very simple. It is very simple. It's creative, it's interesting, and it's not like every other logo. I love it. It's rated number 1 for a reason. I'm sorry, but it's rated number 1 for a reason. Anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up to know that you're enjoying this content and you want some more. I love doing these logo rankings, and obviously there is literally sports all around the world that we can do. We can do one nearly every week if you guys want to. So if you do want me to, then absolutely smash the like button. But don't forget, if you're not a part of the BK Army yet, we basically post every single day. I'm gonna try and make sure that we post daily because I love what I do. I'm passionate about what I do, and that's why the slogan of BK Sport is live your passion. I'm actually gonna get some shirts made up soon because I really want to be wearing live your passion around. So definitely stay tuned to the BK Sport Patreon, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and obviously YouTube to see when you can get one of those shirts, because I definitely want to create something that we can wear around and represent BK Sport, and the fact that live your passion is exactly what I want you guys to do, because that's exactly what I'm doing, and that's why I cannot wait to be wearing a shirt that can really represent that at games that we go to. But like I said, guys, that is going to be it. Don't forget, like I said, go and hit the subscribe button, join the BK Army, and while you're there, go and hit the little ding-a-ling-a-ling notification bell so you get a notification every single time we upload. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.